Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have another budget offering to share with you guys and gals. And first, I have to say thank you to my subscribers, thank you to my channel members, and thank you to all the people that support the channel. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you, patrons. I mean, this thing is just so much fun, and I really appreciate your support. You're making things happen, making things move and groove. And by the way, this is the Sencut Bronte. I just did a video a couple days ago. If you haven't checked this one out, go check it out. I did a disassembly, and man, is this thing a slicer. Just saying. All right, what we got in here? What is it? Looks like just what we're looking for. And yes, it is another Sencut. Here's your box. And this one is going to be the Neches. Brand new release. It's the Sencut Neches pocket knife. The Sa09C in green micarta. Yeah. You ready? Let's get in here without wasting any time. Now, if you didn't see the last one I did, it goes Wee Knives, then Civivi, then Sencut. This is their budget line. So, it comes with a really nice pouch. Has a little bit of fur going on the inside there, which is very nice. You get this doodad, and then you get a really nice doodad. Nice cloth, very nice cloth. And let's see what the Neches looks like. Has that nice green micarta. Ooh, there you go. Nice slender knife. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. So there's a look at this side. These run about 52, 53 bucks on Amazon. That's where they mainly sell them. You can also go to their website. I, of course, have a bunch of 10% off discount codes. I always put links to all the knives in the video down there so you guys can find them real easy. And you gals can find them real easy. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, very nice. Look at that nice satin. Ho, 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 ho. Very nice. There's this side. And there's this side. Would you look at it? Just look at it. Here's the top, and we're gonna check out the fit, finish, action, ergos, and I'll show you how to disassemble and clean it. You know what? First, let's do the specs in 60 seconds. Now, I didn't mention it before. The green and the brown micarta, they run around 53, and then you have the black and JG10, and they're like $1 cheaper. So there are 4 options for this. And let's see, I'm gonna guess, it's not very heavy. I'm gonna go with 2.5. And it is 2.67 ounces. That's not too shabby. Not too bad at all. All right, are you ready? Are you set? Let's get in here. So, from tip to tip, you're 7.34 inches. You have a nice drop point blade with 10 CR15 COMOV steel. Say that 3 times fast. It has a satin finish, and your blade is 3.19 inches right here from the scale. Your sharpened blade length's 3.24 inches. It's actually more length than the full length up here. How about that? Well, how about that? Your blade width is 0.84 inches. Your blade stock thickness is 116 thousandths of an inch. Your thickness behind the edge was pretty much 15 thousandths behind the edge. Your handle material is a very nice micarta, which we'll check out here in just a second. Your close length's 4.16 inches. Your handle width's 0.76 inches with a close width of 1.02 inches. Your handle thickness is less than a half an inch at 0.48 inches. You have a flipper tab to open it up, and what's in the pivot? We'll find out here in a few minutes because I'm going to take it apart for you, and we'll take a look. It has stainless steel liners, and it is a tip-up reversible carry, and it has T8 body screws. Yeah! Let's see if this is as sharp as the Bronte was. I'm out of catalog paper, so we'll use some copy paper. Ooh, very nice. Yeah! It is slicing good, slicing good. Get all up nice and personal here and check this out. Look at the finish. Whoa, that is very nice. I like the finish on this one. There's your Sencut logo and going all the way down. Nice looking pivot. See the difference between this and a Civivi, just to show you, with the Civivi, you're going to get the Civivi pivot. So with the Sencut, you just don't get the Civivi pivot. So there's just minor little differences that you get. And then here's a little bit of texture vision. It has a really good texture. I mean, it grabs your fingers. It's not aggressive or anything. There's not a ton, but it is, I mean, it's really nice. It's really, really nice. And going all the way down, look at those T8 hardware. That is really cool. And then you have a spot right here, a post where you can put a lanyard if you want to. So if you like lanyards, you can put a lanyard in there, but it doesn't have a hole going all the way through, so it doesn't take away from the aesthetics. I really like that. And going all the way around, look at that. That is so nice. That's an attractive looking knife. It's attractive. Let's see how solid it feels. Oh yeah, no blade play, no up or down, no lefty or righty. That is sweet. And how about What is our lockup? Lockup is, I'd say we're about 45%. So that's very nice. We already saw earlier that we're nice and well centered. And in and out of the pocket, it's going right in and out like a dream. Give you a nice up close look at this. Yeah, look at that. No mushrooms growing in the shade. Nice flat pocket screws. I imagine if this was Civivi, you would be inset into the G10, but this, there's no problem, no issues. Deep carry, reversible, nothing to complain about there. It's a nice pocket clip. It's really nice. Let's do some quick size comparisons. Here's your thickness comparison with the Civivi Ortis, and I'm going to lay it out here, and you guys know the drill. You gals know the drill. I'm going to throw some up here. Go throw them up. See if you have 1 or 2 or 3 of these. Here's the Ortis. You can see it's got a little bit on it, and I'm going to put some up here quickly. Here's the Spyderco Para 3 and the Spyderco Delica 4. There you go. There you go. See, it's not a tiny knife. It's like that. It's in that perfect EDC range. Here's the QSP Penguin. There's at least 16 or 20, maybe 30 versions of the QSP Penguin. If you don't have one, you got to get a Penguin. This is the titanium version. I have 3. I'd like to collect the whole set someday. This is the Kubi Royal. Check this one out. I have videos on all these knives if you want to go check them out. Here's the CRKT Pilar 3, however you want to say it. And the Kaiser, one of my favorites, the Kaiser PPY for an EDC knife that's not big, it's not heavy. Yeah. And here's 2 more. Here is the Sencut Scepter. A lot of you might have this one. So there's the Scepter. And then here's the Sencut Bronte that I just unboxed a few days ago. So there you go. All right, let's check out the action, ergos, and deployment on this bad boy. First, a call to action. If you haven't subscribed yet, you don't want to miss what's coming up and what's going on right now. You might want to go back a couple videos, check that out. Just saying, hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell button, and then hit all so you don't miss it. And don't forget, Friday nights, Beez Blades live at the Hive. We'll talk about that here in just a second. So doing the push button, snap. Oh, yeah, it comes out with authority. Let's see. Oh, yeah, nice and snappy. How about the good old flipperooski? Yeah. And let's see, does it drop? It doesn't drop shut, but with give it a little bit of help. Yeah. Now, if you're one of those folks that like to drop it on your fingernail, let's see. Yeah, it'll drop. It'll drop. It's pretty smooth, pretty smooth. Now, right-handed, it's pretty good. How about left-handed? Left-handed, real easy to operate. Not bad at all. I mean, man, you don't have to push it hard. It comes back. Now, your pass-through, it's kind of like the Bronte. Not a ton of pass-through going on. It keeps it really nice and clean looking. Myself, I wouldn't mind just a little bit more. I'm all big on having a lot of pass-through. It does have a little bit of jimping right here. You can see to help grab your skin, fingerprints. So yeah, it's comfortable. All right. Not bad at all. It's actually very comfortable. So if you're a fidgeter, would this be a fidget knife? Yeah, you could fidget with this one all day long. No problem with the fidget. How about ergos? My hand is 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger, 7.25. How's it going to feel? Full purchase. Yeah. Plenty of room on there. I have a large to XL width hand. I have short fingers, but yeah, all right. So how's this pocket clip? Am I feeling it? No, the pocket clip's not bothering me. It really isn't. It's fitting nicely right in there in that spot. How about this? Oh, this is, you know what? This is one of those perfect EDC size knives. It's really lightweight. You're not going to know it's in your pocket. I mean, I could feel the pocket clip, but it's not hot spotty at all. I'm not getting any sharp edges. I could feel this jimping right here. I'm very glad that they have jimping. I don't like it when I get a flipper tab that doesn't have jimping. Always give me jimping. That is great. I love it because it doesn't take extra. You don't have to concentrate. You just go like that and it snaps open. This is so easy to deploy. And the detent has a good detent. The detent's tuned really well on this one. Yeah, it's working. I tell you what, let's get in, take it apart, and then we'll come back and I'll tell you my final thoughts. This is everything you need and more. Well, mostly everything you need to do your disassembly and take care of your knife, do your knife maintenance. Go to KPL Knife Pivot Lube. I have a 10% off discount code. It's in the description. Go through that and you can get 10% off and get you some knife pivot lube and get you some cleaning swabs. They have all kinds of maintenance supplies. It's an awesome website. I totally support them and appreciate what they do for the knife community. I love these little swabs. You can use them to get inside your knife and clean it out when when you're not disassembling it, get up in there and clean it. But you'll see what I use these little, you'll know, these are what I call my doodads, but you'll want something to give you some torque, like a Weehaw stubby, because, you know, there's many different kinds of these drivers that will take the 1/4-inch bits. You could choose your own. This one is a $20 one. I'm not sure if it's still available on Amazon or not. Get a Weehaw bit set. Don't get a cheap set or you will strip them. And then you'll be like, why didn't I just get the set that was suggested? I'm just telling you, get you this set. And if you go get it and don't go through my link, make sure you get the right size or you'll have to send it back. Look at this. Comes with all your bits. And check this out. It doubles as an extra bit driver. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's get into this knife. Now, this should be relatively straightforward. I'm going to go ahead and try it from the clip side. And I have this fancy one that was donated to me. It's by Good Screw, and it's GOODSKREW. And this is really sweet. But you can go check them out if you want later. I will put a link in the description so you can go find them easy. I always put links down there for you guys and gals. And it looks like it did have a little bit of Loctite in there. So that's not a bad thing at all. And I wonder if we're going to get by with just the 2 body screws. And I wonder if it's going to be like the last one and just have a screw on the inside. You going to come out of there? Not quite. But man, that is nice having the T8 body screws. Oh, come on. You're going to come out? Get out of there. What are you doing? Look at that. I really like it. And here's a close-up look at that little screw. You can see that it has Loctite on it. So you might want to put a little bit of that Loctite. Use the Loctite you saw me show earlier. Don't get the wrong kind or you will regret it. Just saying. So it looks like we do have to take off the pocket clip to go from this side. So that was easy. A little T6. You can see that T6 has a little bit of blue Loctite on there. And here's this one. So before I forget, Beez Blades live at the Hive. You don't want to miss Friday nights, the live streams. And I'm not going to spend too much on it because if you watch my videos, you've heard me talk about the live streams. But it's Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. And we have so much fun. And I just can't help but talk about it because that's the one night of the week that I get to talk to all of you, answer your questions, ask you questions. And it is so much fun just talking about whatever comes up. And so that came off really nice and easy. Whoop, we got to focus. There we go. I used to say it a lot. My focus needs more focus. And you can use any kind of cloth, clean cloth with, I have some rubbing alcohol on here because it dries off really quick. But there's really not a lot to wipe off. Let's look how clean these ball bearings are. Very nice. And I would hazard to say these are going to be ceramic. We'll check and see. And there's both sides right here. And you can see that this is the open side of the bearings are facing inwards where you have this inset part. So, man, this thing is clean looking. Clean looking. There's your pivot. It is not a D-shaped pivot. You can see the stuff in there from the, what do you call it? The Loctite. I can get a little bit of that out. All right, so let's check and see if these are ceramic. Are they ceramic? Yes, they are. So I'm just going to wipe everything off and make sure it's clean. But wow, I mean, sometimes you'll take apart a knife, or if it's a knife that you've had for a while and it's gritty, it's not working as well as it used to, it's hard to open and shut, it could just mean that it needs a little bit of TLC. Now, I'm not advocating you take your knives apart because some knife companies, it voids the warranty. But most, I would hazard to say that most knife collectors take their knives apart and clean them themselves. I'm just saying. It's just easier than the rigmarole. If it's just regular cleaning maintenance, it's not difficult to do. There's, you know, the only thing you have to be careful about is when you go to unscrew a screw, make sure you commit and you're not willy-nilly about it. You just don't want to strip anything. That's the big deal, is just not stripping anything. So there we go. So this side you can see is really nice and milled out. That's what makes it so lightweight. What was it, about 2.6 ounces? Super light, super light. Very nice and clean, so there's nothing to it. To give you a look here, I mean, there's your knife. Just like that. So let's put it back together. I'm going to get a little bit of KPL. And, you know, I lost my train of thought telling you about Beez Blades live at the Hive, but I think you already know. You don't want to miss the live streams. They are so much fun. I look forward to them. And I usually go at least 3 hours on the live streams. And it goes by so fast because we do giveaways. You know, we see who's had a birthday. We do all kinds of stuff. You know, what'd you carry in your pocket? What'd you have in your pocket today? What kind of knives? What'd you order? I mean, we just go through it all. See what's happening in knife news. Try to keep each other up to date on everything. It's so much fun. And so many other knife reviewers stop in. And it's a great opportunity for you to learn about other knife channels. I am not the only knife channel out there. Just in case you didn't know, you know, just a PSA. Not saying that, there we go. Get you in good light here. Make sure we're all focused. My focus often needs more focus. But before I lose my train of thought, you put these back the way you found them. And then I'm just going to wipe them with a little bit of KPL. Make sure everybody's got a little bit of Lube going on. But yeah, a bunch of other channels stop by. We all of us channels, we all support each other. We all want you to watch a bunch of different channels. That way you can get different perspectives. Like, you know, that's what I did. And what I do when I'm shopping for knives is I don't just watch one reviewer's channel or on any particular knife, because I might have different opinions than, say, Lefty EDC or Big Red EDC or Knives Fast or Neves Knives. You know, everybody has their own little things that they like or dislike about knives or their own perspectives. And we all absolutely support each other. It is the most awesome thing. This knife community, if you're new to the knife community, you will quickly find that it is amazing how everyone supports each other. It is absolutely amazeballs. All right. And I can't wait till the next live stream. You're going to be watching this. Well, if you watch it when it comes out, it'll be Saturday morning. So did you see how easy this is going back together? I mean, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's see. Let me see. Make sure everything is going back like it's supposed to. And just to give you a look here, I almost forgot to put some KPL in there. There's your stop pin. So this is what it looks like when it shuts. That pin, that's what stops it on this side, and that's what stops it at the top. And I'm going to get some KPL heavy. This is the heavy. Put this in on the detent ball in the detent hole to help it glide nice and smooth. Almost forgot. Boy, I tell you what, that's a big drop. And I'm just going to put a little line of it down through there, and that's going to be plenty. Plenty. Probably too much, but that'll work. See there where I just put some of the heavy along that detent track? That little semicircle you see there? Do you see it? All right, but yeah. You guys are so much fun. And 2022, I'm excited about what 2022 is going to bring, because knife companies are already coming out with new knives, new designs. And you know, that's something else is they'll come out with a new design and you'll be like, well, that's not new. That looks like a so-and-so. Well, in this day and age, in my day, yeah, it's going to happen. Every knife is going to look somewhat like another knife that's been out there. They're all going to be a little different. And if you're into knife collecting, you're going to notice the little subtle details, and you're also going to notice the knives that look similar. So I'm not tightening this down all the way. I'm just putting it in there just enough. But I am tightening this down pretty tight. I'm not cranking it. You never crank those. Never crank them. You do not want to do that. Let's get back in frame here. And where's my T6? All right. Put this dude in. You notice I quit talking when I start concentrating. But did you see how easy that went back together? And the last video I did. Oh, now here, if you're still watching right now and you have not seen the video, 2 or 3 videos back of me showing what my knife got me, you definitely don't want to miss that video and watch it all the way through. Unless you don't like free knives, just saying. Just saying. All right, let's back down and let's see. Are we centered? Look at that. Pow, we are centered. So since we're centered, I'm going to go ahead and tighten these screws up all the way. That was about as easy peasy as it can be. All right, just use a couple fingers, and you can put if you use some Loctite, you can use this, just use a toothpick. You need less than a drop, just a tad, or you can use this gel and just barely touch it to the gel. That'll last you like forever. All right, let's go to the big screen. Now, one thing I didn't show you, after I tightened it, I saw that it was nice and centered, right? Now, what you could do on the same side, you can loosen it up a little bit, just a hair, and then see if you're still centered, and then check and make sure it's solid, which this is, and then you can, oh yeah, you can get even a better action. Look at that. This is pretty fall shutty. Wow. So if you like it dropping on your fingernail, this one has really good action. Nice and solid. It's centered. So what's my overall on this one? It's a perfect EDC style knife. Fits in the pocket well, fits in the hand well. It's a nice little slicer. You do have a little bit of room before you get to the plunge grind to sharpen there. I mean, there's not a whole lot bad you could say. I like the jimping. It has the bigger jimping, but I do like that it has a little bit of aggression. It's not heavy aggression. It's the kind that actually grabs your skin like it's supposed to. So I really enjoy that. It's working really good for me. There's your blade steel in case I didn't show you that earlier. I'm loving it. I don't have anything to complain about. This is a great EDC knife, and wow, it has pretty darn good action. I'm impressed. All right, so let me know what you think about it. And don't forget, if you don't have a comment about this knife, make sure you comment in the comment section. If you're not a patron or a channel member, if you're anything, all you have to do is comment, say hi, tell me what you think about the knife, tell me your favorite knife, something like that. It helps support Beez Blades. I really appreciate it. So in the meantime, make sure to live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.